This Frieren scene hurts way more on the rewatch because of one camera trick, and here's why. The scene starts with Frieren and Fern helping an old woman clean a statue. But this isn't just any statue, it's Frieren's old boyfriend. But on a serious note, we see a really small editing detail that people miss, and it's called a reaction shot. This is where it cuts to a character's physical response to show internal emotion. The detail I'm talking about is this shot of Himmel's overgrown statue as it cuts to Frieren, who looks up and blinks. Then it cuts back to the statue. The statue is worn down and forgotten, while Frieren is almost exactly the same. And something that this show does really well is composition. I love how we have the two tallest characters on either side and then the little one in the middle. If it were framed like this, it would pull focus away from Himmel's statue. Then there's a flashback from about 80 years ago when the Demon King attacked this village, and then we see this little girl get saved by Himmel. And the best part about this scene is that it's literally shot from her POV. You see the blinking and even the vision cutting in and out through her tears. And it fade transitions from the little girl's face back to the old woman, showing that they're actually the same person. Frieren starts talking about Himmel and how long it took him to pick a pose for this statue just for him to pick this basic ass stance. After they clean the statue, the old lady mentions planting flowers around it. Frieren says she'll just use a spell, but then this happens.
I suppose I could conjure something.
Giving us a very small glimpse of an important conversation between her and Himmel without showing the full context. She decides to plant blue moonweed for some reason, but the species seems to have died out over time. And if you've seen the show, you know that this shot is very subtle foreshadowing for where they actually went. And they use a montage to show the passage of time, and Fern reinforces this by pointing out how long it's been.
We've scoured these woods for 6 months.
Since Frieren's an elf and Fern is a human, 6 months feels way longer to Fern, and she talks to the old lady about how much it bothers her. The scene is framed very oddly here, with a railing in the foreground and the characters in the background, which I see as Fern's emotional blockage, visually showing how afraid she is to bring it up to Frieren. After getting the motivation, Fern talks to Frieren about ending the search for the flower, and a seed rat comes and steals her seeds. I see why they named it that now. They start to follow it, but before we see where it went, we flash back to Frieren and her old party playing in the flowers, ending with Himmel placing a crown of flowers on her head. Back to the present, we see a tower where the seed rat ran to, and they find a single flower petal. As Frieren flies up, we cut back to the past where Himmel talks about the blue moonweed.
I'd like to show you them someday.
And once again, we get incredible composition as the two of them face each other with negative space in the direction they're looking, making it feel like an actual conversation. But the real gut punch is when Frieren says,
Sure, if the chance arises.
Now the composition shows the two of them in one shot. Instead of facing each other, they're separated and looking in opposite directions, showing that Himmel never got to show her the flowers himself. This is only episode 2, but Frieren still smiles, realizing that she finally got to see them. And this is why she searched for so damn long. And we just get beautiful shots all around. Major applause to the animators. And to finish out the episode, Frieren completes the memory by returning the favor. Follow for more breakdowns like this.